Today on Studio G, Iraqi militias are looking to liberate an ISIS-controlled city.
And a UNLV program that is hoping to raise and test students' awareness of HIV.
Good afternoon and welcome to Studio G. I'm Esra Malha.
And I'm Monica Medrano.
Today we begin today with another update on ISIS. Iraqi militias forces are attacking ISIS with the hope to liberate a key city in Iraq. The Iraqi Prime Minister announced a major offensive on Tikrit, and the push is set to include the Iraqi army in addition to Sunni and Shia militiamen. ISIS had control of Tikrit since 2014.
A trio of men stole more than $4 million worth of gold on Sunday night. They stole the full barrels from a broken-down truck that was traveling through North Carolina. The vehicle's drivers were left tied up in the woods after the robbers fled the scene. The FBI has been contacted regarding the matter. If the men who stole the gold were to try and trade it, it may be traceable since each bar has serial numbers containing the information on where it was created. However, there is a possibility that the gold could be melted down.
This past weekend in San Antonio, the UNLV swim and dive team recaptured the Swim Athletic Conference Championship title. The team finished with a final score of 715.5 points. Air Force took second and Wyoming took third. This is the second year straight the team has claimed the WAC title, giving UNLV a total of 10 conference championship wins in the past 11 years. The team also walked away with few other honors. Head coach Jim Wright was named WAC Men's Coach of the Year, and Dinell Verva was named WAC Men's Swimmer of the Year. Congratulations, Rebels.
Getting tested for a sexually transmitted disease or an infection is easier said than done, whether it be because of confidentiality or price. However, UNLV has made it a little easier to go about this. Reporter Christy Zarpas has more.
The Rebel Wellness Zone is offering students access to free HIV testing here on campus. I spoke with Star Wharton, the Assistant Director in Wellness Promotion, in order to find out more on the testing process.
The testing process can take about 45 to 60 minutes. This is not a conventional test. It's a test that is done quickly and you get the results back the same day. Conventional testing can take up to 2 weeks for results, but we use the oral swab test. Those results process in 20 to 30 minutes, and your total wait time is usually about 45 to 60 minutes, depending on how many students we have waiting. The test is administered using an oral swab. That oral swab is just as effective, just as sensitive and specific to the HIV virus as doing a blood test. But it doesn't involve needles, so it makes a lot of people feel more comfortable going in and getting the test done.
The free testing is available to all UNLV students who are currently enrolled in at least 3.5 credits and have paid their student health fee.
The CDC recommends that every sexually active adult aged 25 or older gets tested yearly. Even if you're in a mutually monogamous relationship, it's just a good practice to get in the habit of. And when you have free testings like we do, then you don't have to pay for it either.
For those concerned about staying anonymous, your confidentiality is guaranteed.
Ensuring confidentiality is of utmost importance to us. We are an extension of the health center, which means that we follow federal HIPAA guidelines. And those HIPAA guidelines mean that we keep your health information private. You get to do what you choose with your health information. We do not share that with anybody, a partner, a parent, a significant other. It is up to you what you want to share with them.
The next HIV testing is on Wednesday, March 4th at 1:30 to 3:30 inside of the Rebel Wellness Zone.
Sometimes, you could have no doubt. You say, oh yeah, I don't have it, but it's always nice just to know for sure it's on paper, and it's also nice just in case to start a new relationship, just to know, so that way you have no secrets or anything like that.
With Studio G, this is Christy Zarpas.
Thanks, Christy. Be sure to stop by the Rebel Wellness Zone located on the second floor of the Student Recreation and Wellness Center to get your free HIV test.
Coming up after the break, Clarissa Lovett returns with this week's edition of Family Friendly Las Vegas. And the llamas that took the country by storm have been returned home.
And nice with Anna. The music is Latin themed, dancing music, like for a Friday night, like if you're going out. While you get ready, you dance to the music that is being played. I would like them to have fun with the music that I play, feel connected to me even though that they don't know me, but that the music that I play for them is what they like and what they want to dance to. My name is Anna and the name of my show is Latin Nights with Anna, and you can listen to me at therebelhd2.com.
Welcome back from the break. You're watching Studio G. This week on Family Friendly Las Vegas, through all of the glitz and glamour Vegas has to offer, one light shines brighter than the rest. Reporter Clarissa Lovett takes a look.
Are you looking for a fun place to take the kids? Well, the Neon Museum may be the place to go. Started in 1996 by concerned members of the Las Vegas community, the Neon Museum began. The first sign that we restored and conserved was the Hacienda Horse and Rider, which was located as public art on Las Vegas Boulevard. And it sits currently where it was installed in 1997, which is at Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Now boasting over 200 signs, many of which have multiple parts, the Neon Museum holds memories of Las Vegas's past. Everybody has a memory of Las Vegas, and invariably it is connected visually in some way to a sign. Sure, you could always walk down Las Vegas Boulevard and see the same thing, but when you go into the Neon Museum, it's a completely different experience. The Neon Museum has partnered with the City of Las Vegas to designate Las Vegas Boulevard from Washington to Sahara a federal scenic byway. So in partnership with them, we place restored and conserved signs as public art on medians on Las Vegas Boulevard. During the day, you can see the signs in all of their glory, but at night, the lights come on. Surprisingly, only one sign in the entire museum says Las Vegas, and only one sign is not from Las Vegas at all. The museum is also home to one of the oldest signs in Las Vegas. The museum welcomes people of all ages to enjoy the signs and learn about their history, but they prefer that children under 6 remain in a stroller. For Front Row Center, I'm Clarissa Lovett.
Thanks, Clarissa. Join us next week for another edition of Family Friendly Las Vegas. And if you like celebrities, you won't want to miss it.
It's not your ordinary 5K. Runners in all white flocked to downtown Las Vegas this weekend for a run unlike any other. Reporter Mandy Massa has more.
3, 2, 1.
The streets of downtown Las Vegas were painted blue, orange, pink, and yellow when the Color Run took over for the 5th straight year.
The Color Run, it's a 5-kilometer untimed event where you start out the race wearing all white, and then each kilometer of the race you get doused with colors.
Known as the happiest 5K on the planet, the original paint race celebrates healthiness, happiness, and individuality.
This is our year of like our bucket list. We had made a list of things we wanted to do, and this is one of them.
This is our 3rd Color Run. This is our favorite.
The Color Run hosts more than 300 events in over 50 countries, and they'll be debuting a brand new twist in Las Vegas this year.
Because we're the first and the largest in the country, what we have to do is we have to keep innovating, and this year we're introducing our new tour. It's called the Shine Tour, and so we have an official like sparkle zone where you'll get glitter and sparkle thrown on you.
Less about your 10-minute mile and more about having the time of your life. More than half of participants are first-time 5K runners.
It's our first Color Run. It's amazing. We're having such a good time.
Whether walking, running, or dancing, it was near impossible to find anyone without a smile.
As you can see, like, people are dancing, people are having a great time, and it's just amazing knowing that you can impact somebody's life like that.
And it all led up to the grand finale, a final color and an outrageous finish fest.
We're just all together here to have a fun time.
What's more fun than running down the streets of Las Vegas, getting powder thrown on you at 7 o'clock in the morning?
The color run is family friendly and open to all ages and skill levels.
Literally anybody can be in part of this, which is why it's so great.
Running and reporting for Studio G, I'm Mandy Massa.
If you think the color run looked like a blast and are interested in doing a run similar, there's still time to register for this weekend's bubble run at Sam Boyd Stadium.
Last week, Friday, a couple of llamas got their 15 minutes of fame after escaping their handler and running loose in Arizona. Since the llamas went viral, they have been returned home. One of the handlers said the llamas were invited to our retirement community as therapy before they managed to escape.
All the group at my retirement center are overwhelmed. They're so happy to know that they were on television.
Richard said a resident with a plastic bag spooked one of the llamas, causing him to be knocked to the ground. The llamas Kaini and Taleka are now back to training. They both show Las Vegas llamas.
That's pretty interesting.
A fun fact about llamas actually, they travel in not only like packs, but in pairs. They can't stay separate for a long time period of time.
You know, I wonder if that's why they're called alpacas.
Great point. Coming up after the break, Becca Dimmick sits down with Jeff Nava from Kappa Sigma. Stay with us.
Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local at Fresh 52.
My show is called Window on the Middle East, and it deals with all the issues that deal with the Middle East. Middle East is a very important part of the world. I grew up in America, and yet I'm from the Middle East. It's a commoner's viewpoint based on experience as well as scholarship. My name is Shervin Mushuri. I'm the host of the talk show Window on the Middle East at the rebelhd2.com.
Welcome back from the break. I'm Becca Dimmick, and today I'm sitting down with Director of Philanthropy of the fraternity Kappa Sigma, Jeff Nava. Thanks for joining us today, Jeff.
Thank you for having me.
What is a philanthropy?
So philanthropy is pretty much like a service organization that us Greek organizations, or honestly anyone, can choose, and they can put on an event that raises money, raises awareness, or raises anything that the philanthropy may need.
Okay, so what is Kappa Sigma's philanthropy that they chose?
Our philanthropy here on campus is called Boot Camp, and it's next Tuesday, March 10th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Northfield. What our organization raises money for is military heroes, and under military heroes, there's lots of funds that, for example, the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, we raise money to send to them, and they construct rehabilitation homes for injured veterans, and also homes for the families of soldiers who we've lost in war overseas.
That is a really good cause. So what are some of the things people can do to participate in your philanthropy? What's your event?
So our event, we're going to have a huge obstacle course here from Camp Rhino. And so there's going to be like, the pull-up bars, the high walls and stuff. People can participate. That's pretty much just for fun. What we've been doing to raise funds is we've been getting in contact with certain companies to sponsor us. So we've gotten sponsorships from all over the country. For example, like Freelance Electronics, they're in California. The Ferraro Group, Andrea Beach Greco, Chrisanne Conroy, they're realtors here in town that specialize in first-time home buyers. We honestly thank them so much. And then in addition, we'll be selling raffle tickets at the event, and then the different sororities can compete in that aspect. And we'll be having cool raffle prizes like a GoPro and like purses and stuff like that. So actually people can be excited about buying the raffle tickets.
Of course. How many years have you guys been doing this particular one?
This is our 7th one.
7?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it started back in 07, and so now we're hoping to do it bigger than ever.
What's new this year as opposed to other years?
Well, we're hoping to get as much publicity as possible, not only from here at UNLV or here in Las Vegas, but like I said, our sponsorships go up to like California. We're getting the sororities involved by having them contact their chapters from all over the country, some in Canada, so they can look out for us and check out our like Instagram page and stuff like that, just so everyone's aware. We have a Venmo account for people to like deposit money if they want, and we'll go ahead and send that directly to the organizations that we're donating.
That sounds really effective. Is it only open to Greek life, or can anybody get involved?
No, anyone can participate. In fact, I work at Gap Outlet here in the mall, and they're participating. I have 2 people donating 10 inches of their hair, which part of the event we're collecting hair to send to Locks of Love, which makes wigs for medical patients. And then in addition, we'll be having a blood drive that anyone can participate. For example, I've got like high school teachers coming, donating blood, friends from high school and stuff. So anyone can participate. If you want to come try the obstacle course, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, that'll be there 9 to 5.
Okay, that sounds like it's a really good cause, and people could get really involved in multiple different ways.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for joining us.
No problem. Thank you.
Good luck with your event, and we will be right back after this break.
Joining a student organization can enhance and redefine the UNLV college experience. UNLV has over 200 registered student organizations on campus and in the Las Vegas community, encompassing a variety of interests, activities, and beliefs among the student body. To explore, access, and join a student organization, visit the Involvement Center website under my.unlv.edu. Be a rebel. Get involved.
The name of my show is Spinning Indie. We play a lot of alternative music, we play post-punk, a lot of stuff coming out from unsigned or newly signed bands. I like to play an hour of music, and then after the first hour we talk a ton about latest music news. In the second hour, a lot of rock and roll going on the show. I'm Kylie O'Rourke, and you can listen to Spinning Indie on rebelht2.com.
This past week at UNLV, 6 characters took over the Judy Bailey Theater. Reporter Alessa Stein has more on this story.
Decided to give up on you. What do you do now? How about invade the lives of characters at UNLV?
6 imaginary characters barge into a theater and demand that the director listen to their story and eventually watch them enact their story.
An adaptation translation by David Hauer of Pirandello's 6 Characters Looking for an Author is taking place in the Judy Bailey Theater. In this play, Pirandello explores the relationship between authors, their characters, and their practitioners. The main character, a father played by special guest Oliver Wadsworth, is tortured by his thoughts and emotions.
Very, very intense. There's everything in it. There's incest, there's deaths of children, there's suicide.
This adaptation of the classic play has captivated the UNLV campus.
For Studio G, I'm Melissa Stein.
To see upcoming shows at UNLV, visit unlv.edu/theater.
If you thought textbooks were heavy, try spending a class flipping tires. I checked out the PEX bootcamp class to see what it was all about.
PEX is adding a ton of new classes to their curriculum to get students up and moving.
I think it's a lot of fun. Before I had a lot of
I don't know, I was kind of nervous about it because I've never taken one before, and I like it a lot. It makes me get up and work out because during school, like everybody else, I study. I don't do any working out. I just get focused on books. So this is a lot of fun for me, and I get to socialize and stuff like that, so I like it.
It also keeps my in schedule working out throughout the semester, because sometimes when tests come up or something like that, I just ignore my working out. So this keeps me on track.
Outdoor boot camp combines military drills with team building exercises to keep students motivated in strength training.
Military stuff like push-ups, squats, a lot of jogging, a lot of tire lifting, a lot of teamwork activities too, that if you kind of are isolating yourself and don't want to do, you're going to have a teammate kind of pick you up and make you finish the workout.
For example, on Wednesdays we do assessments, which is really good because it pushes you to do more push-ups or sit-ups or squats or flutter kicks. It depends. So you always have that challenge of, oh, let me beat my score from last week.
One thing that I like to pride myself on with my classes is it's going to push you past that comfort zone. It's going to get you out of your bubble. It's going to get you out of that shell that you might be in when it comes to physical fitness or just in life in general, because you have to interact with other people, and that's always great, right? So I definitely want to push you past that comfort zone, make you do things that you thought were impossible. Even if you're an advanced athlete, there's always another level to reach, and my objective is to get you there.
1, 2, 3, PEX courses are offered both on and off campus. Be sure to tune in next week where I'll show you how the Honors College stays in shape. Coming up after the break, local high school students work towards a great cause.
And a Canadian construction site is now free of more than 500 unbelievable creatures. Stay tuned.
I used to have to do things, bad things, just to get by.
I was scared to come home sometimes. The gang knew where I lived.
Mommy said she couldn't afford it, but I want to be a singer when I grow up. I like singing.
I'm not afraid anymore. My life has changed.
My dreams are coming true!
I realize now that my world is so much bigger.
Thanks for staying with us. Last week, Southwest Career and Technical Academy students waged a war against hunger by teaming up with Scree Square here in Las Vegas. Chelsea Bengal has more.
Southwest Career and Technical Academy students held an event to raise funds for 3 Square. 3 Square is an organization dedicated to feeding the hungry.
The hospitality kids go to 3 Square quite often, help them pack bags. They do a lot of community service with them. In the culinary department, feeding people is just a natural outcome of what we do, so it just seemed to be a natural fit.
At the Southwest Career and Technical Academy, students got to showcase their skills while also contributing to a great cause.
This is the Inspire Gala, which is a charity event we're doing for 3 Square organization, which basically we're trying to complete 500 hours of community service. We're trying to raise 500 pounds of food, and we're trying to donate $10,000.
This was the brainchild of my senior class, and this is what they were doing as their capstone project. They decided to adopt 3 Square as a beneficiary of their service learning project.
We've been working on this event since October, November, and it is the first time we're having the Inspire Gala, but we are planning on making it an annual event.
The night consisted of a fashion show where the fashion students were able to display their creations on the runway.
That's actually the coolest part about the fashion show. It was all designed by the students in the fashion department here at Southwest CTA.
An upscale 3-course meal followed with a silent auction of baskets donated from members of the community.
My job is to make everyone happy, provide a really good service, and hope they enjoy the event.
It's really nice to have a great mix. We have people from the community, people from our school, parents, and people from CCSD, so it's really terrific.
I'm here to support this amazing school and the students in their capstone project, which is a fundraiser for 3 Square, which is another great organization.
The Magnet School program has helped me tremendously. I have met so many different people who have helped me to get further into my career.
It's so important for students to learn skills, job skills that they can either go out into the workforce for or they can continue their education. Students in the hospitality program here can go on into UNLV programs, which is a nationally recognized program, and get that degree and be able to go into our industry.
As we're fighting against hunger, we're also inspiring teenagers and our peers and the youth to get involved in their community as well. So I think it's important for schools and teenagers in general.
For every dollar that they raise tonight, it represents 3 meals that 3 Square could give to the community.
For Studio G, I'm Chelsea Bangle.
This was the Southwest Career and Technical Academy's first Inspire Gala, and they are hoping to making this an annual tradition.
You might be familiar with snakes on a plane, but how about snakes on a construction site?
I came over here and there were buckets and buckets and Rubbermaids full of 350 different snakes, and later in the day we got about 150 more. So we have 518 snakes altogether right now.
A Canadian construction site is now free of snakes after more than 500 of them were discovered there. Workers discovered their den while digging under some rocks. They were wrangled and taken to a wildlife rescue center.
The snake den was discovered at a construction site in British Columbia, Canada, while workers were digging under some rocks. All the snakes were wrangled and taken to a wildlife rescue center. Experts say the snakes were hibernating and waiting for the weather to warm up. That is about 500 too many snakes that I am comfortable with.
Can you imagine transporting them to like their home? How long did it take them to collect all of them?
That's true. I wonder if they had to take them one by one and like snake them around their arms and
oh my gosh, I don't want to imagine
around.
that. All right, that's all we have for you today. I'm Esther Malha.
And I'm Monica Medrano. Join us tomorrow for another edition of Studio G. Have a great day, Las Vegas.